How do you tell if makeup's expired? I feel like this is expired. I've had it for years.
I walk like this, I walk like this. I just in the video, I don't edit my pics. I work for it, I'm on my. And when I'm walking by, I know the truth is. You wanna know how she get that like that, yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Keisha and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a palette declutter. This is long overdue. We're going into the new year, so I just want to have a fresh, clean start with all my makeup. There's a lot of things in here that I don't use, so let's get this pile together. Let's get rid of some of our old things and let's go into the new year with a fresh start. So I have separated my palettes. I have eyeshadow palettes, highlighter palettes, blush palettes, contour palettes, and yeah, there's a pretty big pile sitting in front of me. I'll just show you like some of the stuff that I have. This is all eyeshadow. Those are all eyeshadow palettes. Ooh, I gotta be careful. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I think that one broke. And that looks like one I wanted to keep. These are also all eyeshadow palettes. Oh wait, not these two on top. These are highlighter palettes. These are all my, these are all my blush palettes. And these, oh my goodness, I'm still dropping stuff. These are my contour palettes. Contour, bronzer, whatever. Okay, let me pick up that one I just dropped. I don't know if it broke, but some of the eyeshadow pans definitely fell out, so got them back together. Oh my goodness. I'm getting eyeshadow all over my fingers already. Okay, I'm going to start with the highlighter palettes because I only have two of them and I feel like that'll get this video moving along. So they're both from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Glow Kit and this is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. This is what the Glow Kit looks like. I think I am gonna get rid of this. I haven't used this in years. I've had this since college and yeah, I haven't used it in years and I don't think I'm gonna go back to it. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. And this is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. This is the, oh my goodness, it's dusty. Ooh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I also haven't used this in years, I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I think I am gonna keep this one. Yeah, that one can go, this one will stay. Now I'm gonna do my contour bronzer palettes. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping everything. This is the Beauty Bakery Brownie Bar. Oops. And it has a contour or bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter, and I am gonna keep this. I do use this, and like these shades are really pretty on my skin tone, and yeah, I'm keeping this. This is the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium to dark. I do like this, but I know I've had this one for years. I should probably just get a new one, honestly. How do you tell if makeup's expired? I feel like this is expired. I've had it for years, but I mean, I don't know. I would still use this. Like the contour shade is a really nice powder bronzer for me and I still use the highlight. I have never used the shade in the middle, but this palette is only like $8, so I'm gonna keep it. I could keep it, I could get a new one like this. I don't know, I would still use this, so I'm gonna keep it for now. And my last contour palette, this also has blush and highlight in it. This is the Morphe That's Rich 8R palette. And I actually just got this as a Christmas gift for my cousin. So it's brand new. I just used it on my face today doing my makeup, and I actually really like this. So, and I just got it, so yeah, I'm keeping it. This is getting kept. Wow, I kept all 3 contour palettes. This isn't much of a declutter, is it? I've kept, out of the 5 things I've shown so far, I've kept 4 of them. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Things will be decluttered, I promise, I promise. We're gonna move on to blush palettes. I have 3 Juvia's Place palettes, so I'm gonna start with those. This is the Blushed Volume 5 palette, and it's got these 2 really pretty pink shades. I love this. I'm keeping it. Oh, so sorry. I also got that. I got these 2 as a gift from another one of my cousins last year, actually. So these are pretty new for me. This is the Volume 1 palette. And this one I could get rid of because this purple shade, I don't know, I just don't think it looks good on me. I prefer like more pinky tones or orange. I do like orange blush, but I'm gonna get rid of this palette. This is the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. I think I could get rid of this. These 2 are like pink shades that I would normally like, but they're shimmers, and I do not like shimmer blush on my face. Like, I feel like it just really highlights texture when there's shimmer in a blush. So yeah, I don't use this that much. I did used to use these 2 a lot, but there's 4 shades in here that I don't ever use. So yeah, I can get rid of this one. Another palette that I have is from Tarte. This is the Blush Bliss Blush palette. Wow. And this is what it looks like. It's a palette of 4 Amazonian clay blush shades. And I do use this. I do. And I like this. Oh, I don't want to get rid of this, because these are the kinds of shades that I like for blush on me. It just works for me so well. And I've also had this for years, because I'm pretty sure this was like a limited edition product. Either that or it's discontinued. I know that for sure. So I'm gonna keep this because I can't get it again. And for my last blush palette, I have the Playing in Makeup by Yolanda blush palette, and I am not getting rid of this. These shades are so pigmented. Like, the Juvia's Place blushes are really pigmented as well, but this is like another level. Like, you just do a dab of your brush in the shade and it's there. Like, you see it. Like, the only color I've never used is this yellow and this, I don't even know what to call this. It's definitely very cool toned. I do not like cool toned anything for real on my face. So yeah, I don't use this. So there's only 2 colors in this palette that I don't use. And yeah, I really love this palette. Like, if you think blush doesn't show up on you, you haven't tried that palette. That's all I'm saying. And I know I'm not that dark. I know. But this palette is just really great. I highly recommend. Okay, now we are on to the eyeshadow palettes. This is what I have the most of, and this is what I need to get rid of the most of. I feel like I don't speak English properly. Anyways, I'm gonna start with those 2 that fell because they're right on top. These are the ColourPop Soul and Mar palettes. These came as a set together. This is what the Mar palette looks like, and I can get rid of this. I've probably only used it once since I bought it, and I don't even know how many years ago this collection came out. Like, every time I see something, I'm just like, oh, so pretty, and I buy it and then I don't use it, and this was one of those purchases. So yeah, I've literally only used this palette one time. And this, its sister, the Soul palette. This is really pretty. I really like this palette, but I don't use it that often. This is so hard. These are shades that I love. I love the warm toned summer, like just shades that I think really pop on my skin tone when I'm doing eyeshadow. I'll have to come back to this. I'll have to come back to that. I can't make a decision right now. I can't. I can't. Yeah, we're moving on. Let's see. I have a couple of, oh, I got a couple of ColourPop palettes actually. Yeah, we might be getting rid of that. I have, let me just continue. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in collaboration with Jackie Aina, and this is what it looks like. I can honestly say I've only used this palette like maybe 3 times. Like, I do like it, I just don't grab it enough. And there's a lot of shades in here I don't use as well. I don't know. Yeah, we can get rid of this. I'm never gonna be able to buy it again. This is my dilemma. I'm never going to be able to buy this palette again if I decide to get rid of it now. I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I just don't use it enough. I have another Anastasia, am I saying that right? Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. The girls know. The girls know this was the palette. Should I get rid of this? This is a classic. This is so hard. I didn't know how hard this was gonna be when I started. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of this because I can honestly say I have other palettes in this pile that I could get these same shades from. So yeah. Oh my goodness, this is very difficult. Okay, I have another Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is Riviera. Ooh, the brush is still in there. That's how you know I haven't really used this one. So this is what it looks like. It's very bright, it's very colorful, and I have never even touched it. I'm pretty sure this was limited edition, either like a limited edition release or just something I know that they don't make anymore. And I bought it, I was like, oh, pretty. And I've never used this palette ever, not once in my life. Like, this palette is still brand new. I still have this little slip thing. The mirror cover is still on it. The brush is even still in here. Like, I have never used this palette once. And what is wrong with me? Like, why do I waste my money like this? Like, this is a really pretty palette, don't get me wrong. But I knew when I bought it, I don't wear bright looks that often. Like, this isn't gonna get a lot of use for me. Honestly, I could sell this. Like, I could sell that because I've never even dabbed in it. Not once. I've never even swatched the shades. That is so crazy. Another Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Oh my goodness. Like, ABH, when they came out with something, I was just like, I have to have it. And then I never used it. This one I used though. I did use. This is the Master Palette by Mario. Here was his collab with ABH. It's giving winter. Like, if I think of a winter eyeshadow palette, this is what I think of. I have used this multiple times. It still has really nice colors in here. Should I give it up? I'll put it in the giveaway pile. I might reach back and grab that again. Cause I did use that quite a bit. Like, you can tell that the shades have been dipped in. So I don't know, we'll come back to it. This is another palette, obviously, that's what this video is, Keisha, duh. This is the Fluttered by Row Keeping It Colorful eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. Very bright, very colorful. I have never used this since I bought it. I'm really upsetting myself with this video, like how much money I've spent on things that I've never touched. And this is one of those things. I've never used it. I feel like I have a palette just like this. Is it this one? This is the Zulu by Juvia's Place. Very bright colored palette. I feel like, I'm trying to hold them up together. I feel like these are very similar. I'm crazy. I am crazy. Why do I just buy things like this? I basically have the same palette twice. I feel like only 3 of the shades really differ. Why do I purchase the same things? Should I get rid of both of these? Yeah, I think so. This is hard. This is really, really hard. Because the more I look at stuff, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty though. I don't want to get rid of it. But like, I don't use it. I don't use it. Okay, here's another Juvia's Place palette. I have a lot of Juvia's Place. Fair warning. I also have a lot of ColourPop. So, this is the Masquerade Mini. It's another colorful palette. I'm keeping this. I am keeping this. Ask me no more questions. I'm keeping this. Here's another Juvia's Place palette. This is the Saharan. This can go. I don't really use this. I've probably used this once. I mean, obviously, like everything I've bought, I've obviously felt was pretty. Otherwise, I wouldn't have purchased it. But yeah, I don't use this. And I don't think I'm going to be using it. So that can go. This is the Warrior 2 palette. Oh, I thought a shadow just fell out. This is the Warrior 2 palette. It's all matte. It's an all matte palette. Ooh, I almost dropped it. It's really pretty. It has this black shade that is so black. I love it. But this is so hard. I don't know. Like I use these brown shades and I use the black. I have never touched any of the other shades in here. So I feel like I could get rid of this. Like I could just buy a single pan black shadow for when I need black. But I have other palettes that have browns in them. I have plenty of palettes that have like pinky tones in them. So I don't need this. I don't. I can get rid of this. Here's another Juvia's Place palette. I think the problem also is that Juvia's Place is so cheap. They're always having some type of coupon or sale. Like these palettes I be getting for $20 or less. Like what do you want from me? I'm just a girl. I like to buy things. Okay, moving on. My little rant. This is the Berries palette and it's all pinks and purples and I do use this. I'm keeping this. Oh wait, this one has pink in it though. The Masquerade. Do I need both? Hang on. Do I need both? Like if I keep this, like 3 of the shades look kind of the same. Whatever, I'm keeping both. I'm keeping both. I'm pretty sure I have another. Yep, here is another Juvia's Place. This is the original girl, okay? This is the Nubian Baby, this is the neutral natural palette for black girls that when this came out, this is a classic. This is a classic. I have to keep it. I have to keep this. Makeup companies were not making eyeshadows that you could see on black girls. When this came out, it was giving the natural looks, okay? It was giving the neutral looks, and it still gives looks to this day. This is a great travel palette as well. Yeah. Keeping. Should we go back to ColourPop? I see 3 here in a row, so let's do it. This is the Yes Please palette by ColourPop. It says QAF on it, but it's actually called the Yes Please palette. So, ooh, this was a good one. I was using this down. But it can go. It can go. This is the Dream Street Kathleen Lights ColourPop collab. I have never watched a video from Kathleen Lights, I think. When I was first following makeup YouTubers, I was following Jackie Aina, Makeup Shayla, and Nicole Guerrero. And I think those were the big 3. Or not the big 3, but my big 3. So when this palette first came out, I didn't even know who Kathleen Lights was. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just saw this palette and I really gravitated towards it. I thought it was so pretty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this because this has some really nice shimmer shades in it that I feel like I don't have in any other palette. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. There are actually quite a few YouTubers when they got a collab. I had no idea who they were just because I just stuck to the people I watched, and any other people that I subscribed to, I tried to follow more black, you know, makeup girls. So I have another palette from Desi and Katie. I've never watched a video from either of them either, but I love this palette. We gonna get to it, but I already know that I'm keeping this. But this one is from ColourPop as well. This is the Bretman Rock collab. Again, I've never seen a video from Bretman Rock, but I really liked these when I saw them. I don't know why I bought this set because they were selling it as a bundle, but you could also buy them separately. So I should have just bought this one separately. I don't know. This one I'm getting rid of. Like, I've never even touched this. Never, I've never even swatched it. So that can go. This one, I'm gonna be honest, I've also never used it because I have colors like this in other palettes, but I'm still gonna keep it. Size is so nice for travel, and you can make some really nice cohesive eyeshadow looks with just this one palette. I haven't yet because the Yes Please ColourPop palette, like, some of these are literally the same exact shades. But since I am getting rid of the Yes Please palette, I'm keeping this one. Let's talk about this one. This is the Dose of Colors Desi Katie Friendication palette. Like I said, I've never watched a video from Desi or Katie, but I really love this palette. I get a lot of use out of it. That's actually what I did my eyeshadow with today. And yeah, I'm keeping this. It looks really good on me and I love it. Okay, going back to this Soul palette, I'm gonna get rid of this just because I am keeping that Bretman, the Bretman Rock. Ugh, I can't open it. This one, I'm keeping this one. Like, these are literally the same they're the same thing. I keep buying the same thing over and over again. So I'm getting rid of some stuff. I am. But I'm keeping this one, and I am gonna get rid of this Soul palette. Here is a Too Faced palette. This is the Just Peachy Mattes. And this is what it looks like. It's literally an all matte palette and I love this palette. I do use it often. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. I am gonna keep this. I think this is the only, yeah, this is the only Too Faced palette that I own. Is Too Faced, yeah. Too Faced is the one that makes the chocolate bar palettes, right? Those I got rid of a long time ago. Like I stopped using those a while ago. They were a hype product, I'm gonna say. Cause a lot of the shades, yeah, I just don't use them anymore. But this one, this is a good palette and I still use this. Another palette that I have, Patricia Bright. She is another YouTuber that I followed like way back when I was watching in like junior high and high school. This is her collab with Makeup Revolution. I don't think you can buy this anymore. This is what it looks like. Huge mirror. It's a 28 shade palette. I think this is a really nice palette. I do use this. This was really cheap too, like because it's with Makeup, I was about to say Makeup Forever. Makeup Revolution, I want to say it was like $18 or $20. And this is a really good palette. Like the colors show up really, really well. So yeah, I'm keeping this one. This is the NYX Modern Dreamer palette. You cannot get this anymore. It is discontinued. I don't know why they did that, because this is one of NYX Cosmetics' best eyeshadow palette. I did drop it a while ago. This was like a really deep royal blue shimmer shade and now it's completely gone. Yeah, I use this palette. It has so many really nice shades in here. What would have made this perfect is if they put a black. Just a matte, deep, dark black shade. This would be so perfect. But the shades are really nice. The shimmers are really nice. And yeah, I really like this palette and I still use it, so I will be keeping. It's a really nice colorful palette. I don't travel with it because it's super big, but I do use it a lot at home and I love it. It's really nice. This I haven't used in a while. This is the Morphe 35B. I don't even remember what this looks like. Oh, I'm about to drop it. Oh, what? Okay, I remember this. There was a time when I wanted to be a makeup artist. So I thought I needed like a bunch of big palettes with a lot of different shades that could work for a lot of different people. And I did do makeup on a couple people. I did some graduation day makeup. I did a wedding where I did a bride, her mother, the mother of the groom, and the bridesmaids. I've done makeup for like people's birthdays, and then I just decided that I actually don't like doing makeup on other people. I only really like doing it on myself. So should I get rid of this? I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Let me not speak too soon. I'm gonna put that one in the maybe pile and I will get back to it. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Jaclyn Hill was actually another YouTuber that I've never watched, but when I saw this palette, yeah, I bought it. I almost bought the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette as well, but I just realized then that I just needed to stop buying stuff as much as I was. This, oh my gosh, this is so hard. This has some great shades in it, like really pretty shimmers. I love a shimmer look, girl. I love a shimmer down. What do y'all think? Like, this is a really good palette. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think I'm gonna get rid of it though. I think it can go in the go away pile. Okay, this is another Morphe palette. It's the 3502. Wait, I have no idea what I'm saying. I literally don't know. This is what it looks like. Okay, I remember this. This was giving heat. Very nice, a nice palette for the brown girls. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna let it go. I feel like I have a lot of these shades with the Juvia's Place, so yeah, I can get rid of this. This is my last Morphe palette. It's another big one. I don't even think Morphe makes small palettes. This is the Dare to Create 39A palette. And this is another like neutral palette. Even the pops of color in here are they're more muted. They're not really bright. But, oh gosh, this is so freaking hard. I'm gonna keep it. I can't go back and forth in my head too much. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it. Going back to this one that I put in the maybe pile, the 35B, I'm gonna get rid of it. Because I have more colorful palettes, so yeah. So the one that I'm keeping from Morphe is the Dare to Create palette, the 39A. That's the only Morphe one that I am keeping, and it has a black. Solves my problems. I have 5 more left. Okay, we're getting through this. This is from Tarte. This is the Tartelette Toasted palette. Has some really pretty shimmers. I love the way that this smells. I actually just used this in a video pretty recently, my holiday makeup look that I posted, and I used this palette. I feel like I do have a lot of these shades in other palettes. However, this is a great travel size palette. I love to take this when I travel. But I feel like this, I could also substitute the Juvia's Place Nubian palette. Like, I feel like if I keep this, then I don't really need this. Oh. Yeah, but I'm keeping it. Sorry, I'm keeping it. Like, I just love how small and compact this palette is. It has a nice size mirror, and it just smells so good. Like, I'm keeping it. This is the Queen Bee palette from Colored. The little sheet just fell out. This is the Queen Bee palette from Colored Rain. I have never used this since I bought it. It's like, I bought it and I just let it sit there. Should I keep this? No, I don't use it. I've never used it. Like, it's never been touched. I just have to let it go. This is another palette that I have from Playing in Makeup by Yolando. That super pigmented blush palette I was talking about earlier. Well, meet its eyeshadow sister. Okay, these, oh, by the way, this is in collaboration with Makeup by Melissa. She's a makeup artist I follow on Instagram, and that's how I heard of this palette and this brand in the first place. But this is a really nice palette. I feel like I do have a lot of these colors in other palettes, but when I tell you Playing in Makeup by Yolando is so pigmented, these shades are too good to give up. Even this palette, like, it's so pretty. It's pink, it's glitter, 2 things that I love. I'm keeping it, period. Okay, 2 more. I'm just gonna let you know off top, I am keeping both of these because I literally just bought them last week, so. But I will show you what they are. This is the JCat Beauty Dia y Noches Once Upon a Time palette. If I can get it open. This is what it looks like. It's a pink and purple palette. It has matte, it has shimmers. I bought this because I want to do another holiday makeup look. and I just want something super bold and super bright. So that's why I bought this palette, because I want it to be a drugstore makeup look, and this is gonna be the star of the show. If the colors show up, I don't know, I've never used it. This is a really cheap drugstore brand. This eyeshadow palette was $8, and I actually got it on sale at Ulta, so I only paid $5. So we'll see what the pigment's looking like, but yeah, I will be using this. And last but not least, this is another drugstore eyeshadow palette that I got because I wanted to do more full face drugstore makeup looks. And this is from LA Girl. It is the Pro Neutrals eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. Again, it's colors that I kind of already have in other palettes, but I wanted a specifically drugstore palette just to do drugstore makeup looks. So that's why I bought this, and it's so pretty. I haven't used it or swatched it yet, but I will be doing a video with this soon, another full face drugstore look. So yeah, I am keeping this. So all in all, these are all the eyeshadow, blush, and contour palettes that I have decided to keep from my collection. I went back to this, I thought about it, and I think I am gonna get rid of this just because it's been years since I've even touched it. Can this come out? I feel like I just want to keep this one, and the other three can go. I'm gonna get rid of this Sun Dip Glow palette. I am going to keep the shade Bronzed, and I'm just gonna get a magnetic palette to keep this in. So yeah, these are everything that I'm keeping. Okay, and this is everything I have decided to get rid of. Let me know if you want me to send you anything, like the stuff that I said that I never even touch. I'll absolutely just send it to you because I'm not gonna use it. Like, there's a good bit in the keep pile, I'm not gonna lie, but there is a good bit in the pile that I'm getting rid of. So that brings us to the end of this declutter video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this maybe inspires you to get rid of some of your old things that you don't use or really need or want anymore. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see you back for another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
I walk like this, I walk like this. I just in the video, I don't edit my pics. I work for it, I'm on my. And when I'm walking by, I know the truth is